What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Discord meeting. If you want to be a part of this meeting, hit the description down below. You can join the Discord, click that link tree. You can use the same setup as I'm using right here, right now. You get a free $15 off. And of course, if you hit that like and that subscribe, you'll see a lot more of these recordings if you're too shy to join the Discord. Anyway, let's see that intro, baby. $1,400 in less than 2 hours. All right, guys, we are back. Listen, we got a house full in the Discord tonight. Holy Diver, it's good to see ya. Yankee, my man, Beef Stewie, Jimmy, Jolene, Nalani, Swervo for Prez. We always got more people, more stragglers swinging in here. But last but not least, we got your man, my dog, the big shot himself, Covey, in the building. Thank you so much for joining me, Covey. I will be going through the economic data and the state of the market, and then Covey has our watch list tonight. This is our dual mandate for the Discord. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy the show. If you do, hit that like and subscribe. Unless you're in the Discord, then sit back, relax, and you know the drill. I'm going to talk your ear off. If at any given time you want to interrupt me, please do so, okay? I'm afraid of the silence. I speak through the silence, okay? I'm like a knife through the silence. Now, we're going to go through the S&P 500, the QQQs, the IWM, the VIX volatility index, and then I'm going to go over the economic calendar. All right, so let me just bring that up, and we'll start with the S&P 500. You guys know that I am risk off unless we're above a 21-day moving average. We are above that 21-day moving average now. I am back to being risk on. What do I want to see, though, to be just a full bore 100%, let's smack my mama with some money kind of risk on? I want to see a follow-through day. So if we can get within the next 3 to 5 trading days a bigger move on volume to the north side, that would be nice. So what are we looking for? Well, this right here. We can see that we get a big push up off this 500. The very next day, we have higher volume pushing it up higher, and it has continuation until we come back and bounce off the 21-day moving average. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for another big push up higher than this day on volume to keep pushing this beautiful thing higher. What's up, Mo Wealth? Good to see you, brother. So if we can get this thing to push. Yeah, what's up, man?
I got a question.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you consider this a follow-through day?
Ooh, that's a good question. Because we get a push up here. So you're saying
I'm just
pull back and a push up. So
you had your bottom, and then you had your like 3 to 5 days worth of trading, and then you had that big volume push up. I would consider this a follow-through day.
Well, I'm glad that you brought that up, because you know what, and I'm going to do this with ChatGPT, and I want to agree with you. I do. I want to agree with you. Let's just get the exact, what is a follow-through day according to IBD. That way we know, let's see, something went wrong, general response. What? Okay, there we go. Follow-through day, or FDD, so market downtrend. After a significant decline, which we can all agree, over 9% is a significant decline, a follow-through day is a signal that the market might be ready to reverse. The criteria for a qualified follow-through day is the following: significant gain. The major indexes like the S&P 500 needs to show a significant gain, usually 1.7 or 2% or more. So let's measure this off these lows. Let's see where we're at. That is a significant gain of 3%. Now we have next on this higher volume. The trading volume on that day should be higher. So let's see. It needs to show significant gain, usually 1.7 to 2.0. So it must be that day. Significant gain, the major indices like the S&P 500 or NASDAQ need to show a significant gain. So if we just pull it off of just this day, but we're coming off of the previous day's low, right? Is that how we're taking it? So we're going to say yes, there's that. Then we are going to say higher volume, trader day, higher than average volume, preceding days. They indicate strong buy-in interest. Look at this right here, stronger and higher than the average past 20 days. That's beautiful. Confirmation. The follow-through day serves a confirmation that the market recent decline may be over and that a new uptrend is beginning. It is a positive sign, but it should be taken in conjunction with other factors and market conditions. By identifying the follow-through day, investors can adjust their strategies to capitalize on the new uptrend while being cautious of potential false signals. So, verbatim, using ChatGPT, IBD investors would say yes. Now, there is more to it, as you heard Covey start to say, because we usually want to see 3 to 5 days. So if we hit a low and then we get a push up, right, and we trade sideways, and then we get a higher push up on volume, yeah, why not? We can consider this a follow through day. The reason why I was saying that we shouldn't is because this is our push up. It created new higher lows. This is the follow through day here. So this looks a little different, but I'm going to have to agree.
Yeah, it's shorter. It's a little shorter than
it happened
than the
like
other
overnight.
Previous one.
Yeah, it's nice to see it held that 50-day where this one just the bloody 6-day sell-off, and then it had time, it held the 500, and now it's popping up. This popped up on volume. This pushed through on volume and higher volume. This one here, definitely much higher volume. So this is a signal. So if we just look at the overall subjective, of course, psychological trading in here. You get all this selling off. You get a big blow off bottom, sell off here, right? Pops back off. Another big sell off due to NVIDIA. NVIDIA being the biggest helter swelter. You can see how big this thing is. It sold off so stinking hard, so fast that day that it really pulled the market down with it. And then with NVIDIA, obviously the very next day, rising, skyrocketing, going higher, we get a push up through. So now we're not only above a 21-day moving average, but we also have that follow through day. So thank you, Covey, for questioning that. That helps us all stay sharp. So thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. So the next question is, what about the QQQs? What's strong and what's not? Well, the QQQs, you can see, are still below all the moving averages. So this is not looking good, okay? The QQQs are showing signs of improvement, but I still want to see new higher lows. I still want to see this above all moving averages, and I want to give this some more time. So obviously the tech is still not leading the way. What is? Let's take a look at the IWM. As you can see here, the IWM made new highs, new yearly highs today. It did pull back, but it's still looking very significantly better than all the other indices. Why? Because it pushed up as the overall market just pulled back and had itself a colonoscopy. This thing just traded sideways and higher. It followed a 10-day moving average, and then it pushed up, made new highs today, and pulled back. I don't like seeing that big wick. I don't at all. But I think this here was showing that some of the Mag 7 stocks were getting bought back up. So some of the money was being taken out of this and putting in the Mag 7. But if we look at the RSP, I've been telling you guys from the start of this pullback, it's been looking healthy the whole time. Okay, so what's the RSP? It's looking at the S&P 500, which is this. And it's saying, is it equally weighted? Currently, right now, it is equal, or I'm sorry, the RSP is equally weighted. It's not saying tech is keeping us heavy or finance is holding us up. It's saying that the RSP is equally weighted, and it has been holding up very, very well ever since it broke this area. So everything looks very, very well. The only thing I want to see is how far did the VIX come down? We're still a little volatile in the VIX, but we hit this peak. I called this out to you guys. I went all the way back here. We called this push right here. I even said, if it works anything like stocks, we have expansion, we have contraction. Are we going to explode? And sure enough, we exploded to the north side. We got a big sell-off that came with it. And then I zoomed out and created this downtrend. And sure enough, we hit the peak of this downtrend. It's not magic, people. This is just technical analysis. Fear, humans have been doing the same damn thing. You can plot our fear on a chart even. That's how obvious we move and react. And that's why it's so hard to make money in the stock market, because the smartest people out there are taking advantage of that dumb money. So that's why we do this every night, so we can be the smart money. So we went over the S&P 500. We got to follow. Hey, what's going on? Is that Zamora talking? What's going on, girl?
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was in speaker.
Oh, it's okay. No, I'm glad to see you in here, honey. It's good to see you. I hope everything's going good with you. So the VIX
everything is going well.
Good. Hell yeah. So the VIX volatility index, we can see we get a pullback. We went over the S&P 500. We got the follow-through day that we were looking for. We have a nice rising 21 and 10-day moving average, the exponential averages. We are above those, and it looks like it's starting to head higher. The QQQs still has catching up to do, so they still have to prove themselves. The IWM look like the leaders in the overall market, the small and mid caps. The equally weighted RSP, everything's looking A-OK and fine. So I say, folks, we are risk on. The question is, where are the setups? And that leads me into the man, the myth, the legend, Covey. Covey, can you take over, please? Covey is going to be showing us where he thinks maybe there's a few stocks that are lying in waiting for us to take it.
Oh, sorry. I was just munching some chicken wings. All right. Well, I didn't expect that. I thought it was gonna be a little later. All right. Sorry.
Sorry, buddy.
No, it's all good.
Pass me the chicken wings now. It's my turn. All right. If you guys,
they're so good. They're like lemon pepper. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that sounds delicious. No, I was just gonna let them know that I'm done sharing my screen. Click on the live button on Covey's screen and watch his stream now. He's gonna go over with his charting platform right now. Everything that you guys need to know for the watch list. So thank you, Covey.
Yeah. All right. So we'll start diving in to my watch list, what I'm watching. And to be honest, there's really well, what I'm seeing is there's not a lot of stuff that is like, ooh, that looks really good, or ooh, like it's nothing like your 5-star setups or anything like that. Yeah, it's kind of tough when the market's ripping and nothing's really setting up. So, but we are in earnings season, so I do have one EP that could be a potential for tomorrow that I'll bring up. But so the first one, KOSS, still watching this. Like I said, this one's a tough one because we have all this overhead supply. Yes, it's getting really tight, holding this 10-day really well, but you still got a ton of buyers or bag holders up here that are either trying to get their money out or trying to sell for break even. So, yeah, KOSS. I have HYLN. HYLN setting up really nicely here, but we got earnings on Tuesday next week. So, probably going to spoil a really good looking setup here. Like you can see how perfect this thing runs up, and now you're getting tight. But then this earnings is really starting to ruin this, because even here from this to this 6%, it's within its ADR. So I would still consider that relatively tight, but I'd like to see a couple more days. And then, so I'm just watching that. EVGO earnings is on Thursday. Tomorrow morning they announce it, so nothing you really do with this. Yeah, just be careful. Wait to see how this thing reacts to its earnings. But yeah, EVGO was setting up really nicely again, but spoiled by earnings. Huma. I don't know who played this in the Discord. I think it was it Swervo? Or I think it was you, Swervo. You played Huma this day, HUMA.
Yeah,
when it broke out. Yeah, when it broke out, it came back in. This one is it was kind of unfortunate because you did have the volume, you had the dry up, and then you had the volume on the breakout here, and then it just came back in, and then had a couple days, and then it just ripped higher. And that's the reality of trading, right? It's just gonna you're gonna get stopped out, and then stuff is gonna run. And then you really got to handle your emotions when you see stuff like that. But yeah, HUMA broke out today. To be honest, though, I mean, it started to get tight here, but I didn't see it get like super duper tight where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to take a position on this thing. Now, in hindsight, I'd be like, oh, should have got in right here, but that's in hindsight, so it doesn't really matter. This thing could have tightened up some more, and it would have been looking really, really nice. POWL. possible EP today. I did not take it because it is a bigger market cap at 2.2 billion. When it comes to EPs and where you're going to find your biggest gains, especially with EPs, is those smaller cap names that surprise the market. Something like POWL. Yes, this thing could have like a multi-day run. And yes, you could probably make like 20, 30, 50%. But you're not going to get anywhere near like a smaller market cap where you could get like something like EBS or DRCT or what's the other one? What's that bank name? Oh, sorry, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. The one I missed. Okay, whatever.
Beef Stewie brought up a good point on POWL. There was like I don't know. I think the tightest it got was like 70-cent spread on this. Other than that, it was like a
really
spread. Oh, dude, it was garbage. So, I mean, I tip my hat to anybody that was thinking about taking this that didn't, because the spread, you're not getting a good price. That's not a good market to be in, especially with that big of a spread. It pushing up that high, it can fail just as fast as once there's panic after a good spread like that. Once there's panic, and we're if you zoom out further on that, you'll see that we're at like an area of maybe not. We kind of got through that resistance, but. Yeah, you know, when there's not a market for it and you got a dollar spread, if panic ensues, people are going to start stepping over each other to sell this thing. So I commemorate you, Beef Stewie, for pointing that out earlier today, because I was looking at it really hard, and sometimes I forget to look at the spread. That's probably one of my biggest downfalls. So shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, and even taking this on the 5-minute opening range break, like you're probably. This first candle, its range was crazy, 9%. So, and what's the ADR? 6 ADR.
Yep.
So it's tough to take this because your risk reward is absolute dog water. Like you're not gonna be making a shit ton of money off of this. So, like I said, the smaller cap names, when they surprise the market, like those two examples I gave you. I just can't remember it's gonna bug me. I just can't remember the do I have it saved here? No, I do not. Alright. I'll get that. I'll try to remember that for you guys. But
was it EVOS, maybe?
No, it started with an N. I know it started with an N. And it's the one that I can't remember, bro. That's gonna bug me so bad.
You'll think of it tonight when you're laying in bed.
Okay, so because it was truly a really beautiful EP, and it went for like because me and Dave, we used to always talk about it. Just can't remember it. All right. Fuck. Anyways, I'm moving on. So PAWL, watching that. Was watching that today, and then like I said, your smaller market caps is gonna be where you're going to make most of the money on that. ZAPP, this thing, I mean, now if it starts to get tight here, like, that would be really nice, because, like, you have the run up, and then you got a trend reform, but same thing with KOSS. You have all this overhead supply. You have trapped buyers up here, so when they see a push at all, you're going to be selling into this. They're going to be selling into this push, and that's what kind of happened here. Like, it ran up, really nice breakout. Had some volume coming in, like right here. Nice volume. Even on this break, nice volume here. But now you're just kind of now it's like a KOSS. It's like it's gonna need a lot more power to get through all these buyers. So we'll see if it gets tighter and tighter, but these are tougher to play because it from its top to where it's at now, it's pulled back almost 50%, right? So that is a pretty decent pullback, but you also got to remember it is a 32 ADR stock, so it's going to have these more fluctuating moves, right? So CDNA, I hope Mo Wealth is here. I'm just kidding, Mo Wealth.
Mo Wealth is here. Mo Wealth, you need to shit on that boy. Mo Wealth, speak up. Mo Wealth, for real.
No, I won't shit on him.
Right here.
Mo Wealth, what the hell, dude? Mo Welp, I'm telling everybody right now. He said it in the chat, so I'm putting him on blast.
Well, Mo, all I want to say is if earnings wasn't on this day, this would have been a beautiful base breakout.
Absolutely.
Like, props to you for taking this.
No, not props to you for taking.
Oh well, no. I'm not saying like props to you like because the earnings was there. Props to you for taking because this is a really really nice. You got tight on the 10-day, moved up super tight here, and then had a really nice breakout on volume. This is exactly what we're looking for. But earnings was right here, and yeah, bro, you got lucky with it.
Mo Welp, I got a question. For you. Would you have told us if it went the opposite direction? $4 or $5. Would you have told us?
My original plan was to sell it at end of day, just before the ending, just before close. But then when I saw how it was moving, I decided to just hold on to it.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah. Well, if you look back, right? If you look back all the way to its last ending, if you look at the accumulation there, I couldn't let that one go.
Yeah, okay. Wait, did you sell half at least?
Come again?
Did you sell half at end of day?
I'm holding it. I'm holding full position.
You're a DJ.
I'm actually looking to get into more. I'm actually trying to build a long-term hold into this one. This one and SMNT.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
so I'm holding it.
It's a tough one because like I said in the chat, you just got to be careful when the next thing comes up because this thing, and I've seen it happen before, is yes, you have a lot of power here, but it doesn't matter. Like this comes out, like they had this is a really good earnings announcement. But they came out with like anything below that, or even if they had a good earnings announcement, this thing could tank like $5 or even more. It's really what the market's feeling. So just be careful with that. But enjoy, I guess. Yeah, if you want to hold it long term, just have a selling plan now with it. That's all you can do. So, I'm not gonna. I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like a mean person, but I can't really congratulate you on this because
it's a horrible trade, right? Because the earnings was right on the same day. It was a horrible trade. The analysis, when you look at it on the line, the accumulation was fantastic. I mean, the whole way from that, it was too good to let go. It was too good to let go.
Well, yeah.
And I did the fundamental analysis on it a couple of weeks back. I posted it in the group. I've been looking to get into this and looked like a way to get in.
Well, this entry right here, this was perfect. Well, like I'm saying, it was perfect if there was no earnings. Like this is where you want to get in. But anyways, brother, just have a selling plan. Enjoy this this win, and just remember next time when earnings come around, like you could get something that just absolutely gaps down right on earnings. Like I wonder if this stock has a good example. Like this is a great example. Just straight see you later, right? Well, that's not really a gap down, but is there any other good ones? Yeah. Anyways, we're moving on. CDNA is going to be coming off my list though because, like I said, not in my EP criteria because it's not gapping over all the moving averages. It's not really a surprise like this thing.
Look at Lemonade, LMND. It started to set up for a base breakout. If you were going to try to play LMND as a preemptive base breakout or a trend breakout in any way, look at that. There was no way to get out of that stock. You would have woke up the next day down, $3, $4, $5. I don't even know. $4, $5.
10%.
Yeah, man, 10%. Ouch, ouchie.
Yeah, earnings is it's a tricky thing. The only way I like to play earnings, I know me and Dave played a little differently, but I do go in usually holding like a quarter position if I have like around a 10 to 20% buffer. That's the only way I'm going to hold it into earnings. But anyways, moving on. RGC, I'm just watching this one, kind of.
Yep.
I mean, nothing's really happening right now. It's kind of really beat down. Like, it's a biotech, so I mean, yeah, we're just going to see what happens with this one. I'm feeling nothing really is going to come out of it, but so there you got TNGX. Earnings is on Tuesday, it says. I don't know. Yeah, probably on Tuesday. TradingView has this weird thing where it says like sometimes it says it's on Tuesday, but it's actually not. So I'll have to double check that. But yeah, just building this base here. Let's see if we can get tight. This is the one. Actually, I don't know why this one's down here. UPC.
Oh, nice, dude. Thank you for finding something good.
So UPC. This is actually the only one I'm like, oh damn, this is like you have this big run up, and now you start tightening. Now the only thing I really don't like to see here is like where's all this volume coming from? Like, are they diluting their stock or?
I can do a quick check for you.
Yeah.
I'll check.
But yeah, UPC. This is looking really good. Like you see, big run up, tight, and now it's like super tight. It's like an RGS. Like you look at RGS and this, same sort of feel, except UPC has a little bit of a longer base, which isn't that bad. Like you see, it's finding support on the 20, 21 and the 10-day. Are they diluting?
20 million. They expect to close the offering by June 28th, 2024, and terminated by September 30th. So it looks like they got 20 million ordinary shares is what I'm seeing on BAMSEC. Now, I can't tell whether or not they've used them or what their shelf is, but the prospect supplement was out 6/25/24, and they have until, it looks like, September to get rid of those. So yeah, 20 million shares. So that's probably what they're doing, is diluting it. Now I've heard Danny say, you know, if they're diluting it and it's not going down, then that's a good sign. But all I know is if somebody's diluting their company, it's because they're broke and they don't have anything to stand on. So it's a broke company that's borrowing money, trying to say they're going to pay you back. But you know, I will never trust it. So just keep that in mind. It looks good. We don't play fundamentals, but we like to at least know what's going on so we can make sure we set our stop losses. This is a pharmaceutical, so it has inherent risk. And so if it breaks out, this might be, you know, unless it really gets some legs, I probably won't hold it overnight.
Yeah. Yeah, it just, that kind of sucks because this thing got...
But you were right, really, though. Tight. You were right. You're looking at the dilution right there, and you can see, you know, see how small those candles are, but how big the volume is? That right there is the volume anomalies that I talk to you about all the time. That volume anomaly shows that there's somebody playing games inside of the price, you know? So
yeah,
you're seeing it.
Yeah, so I'm just munching these wings, but
you smash, bro. If they got sauce on them, I can't imagine what your keyboard or your mouse looks like.
No, I'm one-handing it right now, and I'm typing with my pinky. So
my boy's hungry. You're a growing man. All right, sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, man. I was famished. I didn't have dinner before this. All right. So UBC, yeah, just keep that in mind. This is like the only good tight setup I saw going through like 1,000 stocks today, which really sucks because
I got a couple for you. Once you're done, that you can look at.
I think I'm close. Now this one, DHC, it's a trust though, so definitely something keep an eye on. Like it moves 4.5 ADR and it's getting tight for a base breakout here, so you get one and then you get another consolidation here. But you do have earnings Thursday, so kind of spoils the fun. PSNL, I want to see this thing get a little tighter here. So you have the big move up, now starting to get tight. 20 ADR though, so if this thing could have a pull back in here and then get tight, like I'd be all over this, but we'll see what happens with that one. PPTA, I think this is a precious metals, so probably your silver or your gold, and just having a tough time crossing this $7, $6.90 area. So I'm just watching that and seeing if it can get tight here. And then Max. Max is the EP I wanted to talk about. So Max, this is a cat. So you can see here, they had this big move up and then blah, 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 just absolutely dumped off, right? And now they're below this 200-day. And now they just had an earnings report that absolutely, like, these are massive numbers, not to mess around with, like this earnings surprise. 870% what the analysts projected. And right now, currently, it's up. Let me just get it for you. 21.34% in the overall market, so that'd get you at $17.80. So it's right around here. It's gapped up all the moving averages. The only thing I don't is that you're gonna have some resistance probably up in this area when it gets to this area when you're playing this EP. But if it gets some legs and it can form a nice 5-minute opening range break, I would be willing to take this. And we see the volume coming in. Wonder if I can get the pre-market volume for you guys. Let me see here actually. Oh. All right. So yeah, actually there isn't a ton of volume coming in the pre and post market. So that's I actually wouldn't worry about that too much. I didn't even check that. So yeah, that pre and post volume, it's pretty big. But now if this thing opens tomorrow and you see a ton of volume coming in on the first 5-minute candle, then I would watch it a little bit closer, because you want to see that Chris Kulamagi says if you don't see the volume come in the pre and post market, watch the first 15 minutes of the market open and see if the volume's coming in, and if it is, then it's playable. But as of right now, that pre and post volume does not look appetizing at all. But I think I know one of your names you're gonna bring up, Dave, is MIRA.
No, it
kind of broke
because it broke the 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Nice try though, Covey.
I thought I could read your mind.
All right. Well, I got a couple I want you to see, because I think you'll like them. REPL. See if you like that one. Now, I think it needs another 3 or 4 days.
REPL.
Correct. I think it needs a couple more days, but that's a nice trend.
Yeah.
It's a 6.57% ADR. The RS rating is only 63 though, so that's the bad thing.
Yeah.
We have CRBP. I think you'll like this as a base breakout. This is a 99 RS and an average daily range of 6.5. So I think you might. It's CRBP. CRBP. Yeah. It's another pharmaceutical.
I remember this one.
Yeah, this did a nice little base, old switch hitter here. It's
this is a beautiful trend right here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just looking back at it. That's like beautiful. And then you just see it, right?
Yep. So now I think this more looks like a base top here.
Yeah.
I would love to see it, the 10-day catch up a little bit more and kind of slam that up tight against the top of that headboard there. I got SLQT for a couple more days of tightness. Let it get a nice wedgie and head higher. This thing is 8.1 average daily range with an RS rating of 99. One I've been watching in the financial realm is MCB. Now it kind of broke the 10-day, popped back up, and now is just trading sideways. But I have not got to see MCB. B as in boy.
Oh, B.
Yeah, gotcha. This is the financial sector. It's a 5.18% with an RS rating of 87, so close to our 90. It's got this big cup. It's creating a handle.
I see that.
I would love to see this thing get tighter, though. That's my issue, is it just keeps hitting the top. If you're a range trader, this would be your dream right here. You can make $2 every day playing it one way or the other. But I would love to see this thing tighten up, trade sideways, tighten up for one or two days, and rip to the north side. we know that financials have been a hot sector, and this thing is doing really good. And it's only got 590 million market cap, so this thing can really get to moving. I liked your HYLN that you pointed out, your UPC, and your PSNL. I really like PSNL if it can give us 3 or 4 days. The only other one that I have on my watch list that you might like is MDWD, Michael David Worrell David.
Oh, yeah. Mine something. MediWound.
Yeah, MediWound. Oh, did you already have this? Okay.
Well, I haven't. I took it off because it broke the 10-day, but
it did break, but it's holding the 21 really nice. So I like it.
Yep. It's something to watch.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, I just think it's getting tight here. It's got 8.71% and 96 RS. So, oh shit. You know what? 6 days. 6 days is earnings. Earnings ruins everything.
Yeah.
But that's all I got, homie.
I know. It's I mean, if you guys have any stocks, shout them out because I'm literally not seeing it's market's ripping and I have no money invested right now. The only one I considered taking over the past couple of days was LB, and this one's actually looking really nice.
Yes.
This break right here, I had it marked out. But yeah, other than that, that was the only one I considered taking, and I didn't take it because we were still below the 21-day. And yeah, so we'll see how this one plays. It's probably gonna haunt me because it's a newer IPO and it broke out, and then it broke out of this high, but then sucked back in. And hope it doesn't turn into another NNE or something like that. So
Meta really popped up on earnings today, and then we also have earnings tomorrow for Amazon. Tesla broke a V-shaped bottom yesterday.
Okay.
Tesla V-shaped bottom yesterday. But guys, I mean, these aren't part of our strategy. That's not what we're looking at. Not saying there's not trades there. There's not ways to trade there, but there's. Sorry, I was talking about NVIDIA. Tesla, I ain't got nothing on either. But, there's some stuff out there, but it's not part of our back-tested, data-driven strategy that we have taught you guys or that we're trying to portray to you. So just keep that in mind. There is stuff out there, but there's nothing according to our strategy. What do you guys got? You guys got anything that we're missing? Come on. Swervo, I know you got something.
MNKD. It's a slower name, but
MNKD.
Mankind.
I think this one did pop up. Yeah. Beauty.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Is that a cup and handle, too, I see? Look at that. Swervo for the win. Okay.
You got earnings, though, brother. Just be careful of that next week.
Son of a
but yeah, this is exactly what you're looking for. You got this move up. Now you're forming a nice little base here. Is that 2 weeks? And then you got that volume drop coming in. Yeah, nice even for a 380R, 480R name, beautiful, brother. Beautiful.
Actually better than nothing. Shit.
Pop that on my
list.
That
much anything. Thank you, Swervo. What else? What you got for us, Jolene, Nalani, B. Stewie? Come on, Mo Wealth. You're always hitting me up with some good ones. Talk to me, boys. What you got, Jimmy? Come on. All right, fine.
There's just, like I said, there's just not.
There isn't.
There's not a lot out there.
There's no trade, so I'm taking it out on you guys. Red Baron, what the hell?
FTAI.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
FTAI.
Oh.
You know what? I have seen this one. Yeah, it broke its trend and the day before earnings, and then it pushed up through, and now it's got that top. But yeah, man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. What do you think?
No, FTAI, yeah, it needs a couple more days. For base and trend breakouts, I personally like to see 2 weeks. And to be honest, if you could take I mean, that's not really a base, but your base kind of would have to start here, and then we got to see some sideways movement with it falling the moving averages. Something I'm just going to go to MNKD because that's the best example right now. Yeah, just move up and then you have a 2 week base riding that 10-day moving average and getting tighter with the volume drop. This is actually a really good example.
And that aviation's been really hot too, so that's nice. And this is a nice ADR percentage and RS. So
FIP. FIP. Oh, that's dip. That's not what we want. No, I no dip. FIP, same sort of thing. Ooh. I had it marked out here.
Yeah.
But even here, you probably could have took it because you had this base and then you got tight here and then could have took it here. But yeah, it's just grinding higher right now. That's my preference on it.
Yeah, it's got 1 week in. It just needs one more tight week and hold the 10-day and get slammed on that headboard out of that 1050 too. So I like it. That looks good.
Can you give me your thoughts on Rivian? I know it's a bigger cap, but Rivian.
Oh, Rivian. Oh, so I was looking at Rivian. That's a nice downtrend.
What's the ticker?
RIVN, Rivian Automobiles. I like it, man. Personally, I try not to bring it up because sweet Jolene over there, she's been heartbroken by Rivian a few times. But
really?
No, she's fine. But yeah, we got a downtrend here. It tried to break out today. You could look at it like how Kobe's doing it with the ultra long trend line. Holy shit! Can you make that? Can you make that a little longer for everyone?
I like to gauge it. You know.
Oh shit. But yeah, no, it's looking good. I mean, it's holding the 21-day moving average. It's got new higher lows now on the daily, and it's got a nice downtrend, and it's holding the 21-day moving average. I much rather see it hold the 10 because it held the 10 on the push higher. But that's it's not anything that's very certain. So I like it, and I have my alert set actually at 1657. So previous days high, if it breaks in the morning and I see a lot of volume coming in, it's something I might take. As Tesla pulled really far back, Rivian continued just to trade sideways. Now, regardless, Rivian's a laggard to Tesla. It is a laggard to Tesla. But if it sets up, we're not going to argue with price action. So I like it.
Yeah. I think the best, actually, Swervo, I think you brought up one of the better stocks here, MAKD.
Yeah, it's just that 7 days till earnings. So if we can play it for the next 7 days.
Yeah, because how tight would it be? I'd take it probably around here. Yeah, it's within its ADR. Yeah.
3.81.
If it gave us one more day, I would be complaining, or two. But yeah, this is a good call. It is a lower ADR. You're not going to make millions off of this. It's not going to be like your Zap or your NNE or stuff like that. But it's definitely one of the better setups out there as of right now, for sure.
All right.
But yeah, guys, that's kind of all I got.
I don't mind honestly ending this stream a little early tonight. We got what's tomorrow? Friday? Thursday? What's tomorrow?
Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday? Okay, perfect. Tomorrow's Thursday. Are we going live tomorrow? Yeah, we're going live tomorrow. No.
Sure.
Are we? Yeah, hell yeah. We're going live tomorrow, guys. So make sure you join me tomorrow night. We're going to go live. We'll do, I don't know what we're going to do exactly. Probably the deeper dive tomorrow. And maybe even do that questionnaire since I got the polls up and running. But I kind of like the way we did it the last time. I know everybody enjoyed it. So if I have time, what I'll do is I'll set up everything so it makes it look really nice. We'll do a little bit on risk management, maybe on anchored VWAP. Maybe we'll do some breakout or some trend breakout questionnaires because that keeps everybody involved, and the chat was popping last time. So I hope everybody tunes in tomorrow. I hope everybody has a great night tonight. And remember, we are risk on, but you need to really make sure you have a process with your risk. Right now, I don't have much to take, unfortunately. So I hope you guys all have a great night, and we will see you guys tomorrow night live, and of course in the Discord in the morning. Talk to you guys later. $1,400